Amy and Matt Chapman have dedicated themselves to raising puppies who will one day be service animals for people in need. They're also passionate about teaching the public guide dog etiquette. I encourage you to support this initiative. More information can be found at growingupguidepup.org. And remember, inside of every service dog beats the heart of a puppy raiser. Guys, welcome back to Three Bricks Higher. If you've not seen her on the channel before, let me introduce you to Fatfoot's Sophie Sue. Now, Fatfoot's was an indoor dog. We never had a problem with her being housebroken or anything. She always did her business outside. But you know how some people say, I got the smartest dog in the world, or my dog's so dang smart. I can't say that about Sophie. Not to take away from her big heart. Now, Fatfoot's main problem was she liked to pick on another puppy that we have named Miss Freya. And anytime Miss Freya would show this young lady some attention, Sophie would get jealous and nip at her. It was just a matter of time before Sophie Sue turned into Sophie Snack. Now, while Sophie Sue was inside, food was readily available to her. I didn't want that to change through this transition. Now, to make sure that what I'm putting on this channel is quality, my wife and I made this in July of 2020, and the time of this upload is April 2021. All right, time out. Actually, the upload of this video is going to be October 2022. I really wanted to see the lifespan of this gravity-fed dog feeder, and it turns out it's 3 years. It's time to rebuild one, and I'm going to take you along with me. If you need to, feel free to rewind or pause. As we go through this build, I'm going to show you how I determine the measurements to custom build this for Fatfoot Sophie Sue.
Now I'm going to reuse that kibble box because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a 4-inch pipe that's 21 inches long. And I literally made just the basic box and bolted it to the bottom of it where I mouse hold it. That mouse hole's 3.5 inches high. Why 21 inches? Because it holds 3.5 pounds of puppy kibble with room to spare. Now when Fatfoot's is standing up, from ears to paws, she's 15 inches high. So those legs are 23.5 inches high to give her plenty of headroom. And the front and back brace boards are also 23 inches in length. Those are 3 foot. And those will go down the side of the structure. The roof of this dog feeder is going to be 23.5 inches by 3 feet, and that is plenty of room to keep the sun and the rain off of her while she eats. Now guys, as I mount up those 1x1s to the roof, I will let you know all of this was scrap material that I had laying around the shop. None of this is pressure treated. That is spruce that I used for the legs and the 1x1s. The roof is just 1/4 inch plywood. Now I get why you're questioning why I didn't use pressure treated, but this material here lasted for 3 years. The thing's good and sturdy, and it's going to stay that way for a long time. Now to make this hole perfect, I'm going to show you how to mark 4 corners of a circle. It sounds stupid, but it works every time. From the front of that dog feeder, I measured 13.5 inches back. From each side, I measured 11 3/4. Now I have my perfect center. From that center mark, I'm going to measure 2 1/4 inches in all directions. After making those marks, I can just simply put that pipe down. I'll see all 4 markings on the outside of that pipe. Draw my circle, and that'll show me the hole that I need to cut. After cutting that hole out, that pipe should fit snug. You'll want to set this pipe to a level where it's comfortable for your dog to eat. I use self-tapping screws that are normally used on a metal roof to secure this pipe in place. That'll prevent it from sliding down in the hole. Also, each one of those screws has a rubber washer that'll prevent rainwater from getting into her food. Run a ring of caulk around that pipe and you're set. Now I use a freezer bag and a rubber band to keep the rainwater from getting into her food. It also allows me to look down in there and see how full that tube is with kibble, and also prevents flying stinging critters from building nests in there. Keep the grass pulled or cut from underneath that box to prevent ants from climbing up in there to her food, and you will have one happy puppy.
Guys, if you see room for improvement, please let me know in the comments down below. I got to rebuild this thing again in 3 years, and I just might take your advice. My name's Domin. This is Three Bricks Higher. I post videos on about once a month, so check back or subscribe. That's up to you. Till then, we'll catch you next time.